I have been waiting to do this video, just finding the right words to articulate this so that people can understand. I was having a conversation with my brother the other day, and I said, listen, you are here to teach me something, and I'm going to get the lesson. I thought that I had already got the lesson, and I did to some degree, but because you're here in my life and you are participating or practicing in the art of giving till you can't give anymore, then that means I have a couple of kinks I need to work out. So just sit down and let me practice and heal myself. If you get something out of it, that's great. He agreed, and so we start talking. And I said, brother, you give until you cannot give anymore. And I know that that is an aspect of me. I will give until I just can't give anymore. And that's not a fruitful thing, because we give so much that we don't have anything else to give, or we have the appearance of being exhausted or not replenished, and that's not good. So why do you do that? And he's just looking at me, and he says, I give because God told me to give. And I said, yeah, I say that too. I'd be like, I'm going to give because God told me to give. I'm just led to give. I'm led to do for you. I'm led to serve you in any capacity because I'm led to do what God would have me to do. I said, so I get that. I said that to myself too, but yeah, that's not it. I said, so, and how do I know that's not it? Because the aspect of God that I serve is the aspect that it replenishes. It will be fruitful. I have what I want. I have what I prayed and meditate about it. And I know that this is in line with what God has for me, like prosperity in my spiritual walk, prosperity in my financial walk. You know, everything that I do should end up being showing some signs of evidence that I am in my divine place. So all of my giving, it drains me. It just takes from me, and I don't replenish. And that's not how the God that I serve would have me standing. My posture wouldn't be that way. So that's not doing it. I'm not walking in the walk, because if I'm walking in the walk, then my life would be an example of that walk, of that will, the will of God. So that's not it. And I said, so let me see if I can figure this out. And I said, oh, I get it. What's happening is I am being the divine self. I am being God, or an aspect of God, as this mind being thee that's also in Christ Jesus, or as Jesus said, when you see me, you see the Father. That is my divine walk. It is supposed to be that I help people and assist people and do all of those wonderful things. That is who I am. The problem is my navigation system is jacked up. So yes, I am supposed to be the divine, that which comes to assist you, that which comes to help you, that which comes to lift you up and pick you up and be that person in this place called earth, because that's who I am. I can't change who I am, but I can change who I am around and who gets to reap the benefits of that aspect of God, the one that's loving and caring and wants to assist you and help you be a great person. And so I am never going to change being me. God is the same today, yesterday, and forevermore. So shall I be. I will always walk in the divine nature of giving and helping and assisting, because that's my call. But I don't have to go to hell to do that. When I'm going into a place that is not of the same vibration, or going into a place that's not indicative to being worthy enough, and that's a bad word, but that's just the best word I can describe right now. Going into a place where God energy is not embraced and received and given back, I shouldn't be in that place. So it's not that I'm not hearing from God, because I'm hearing from God because God lives inside of me. But what I am doing is I am being an aspect of him. I'm being an aspect of her, God, him, her, no gender. I'm being an aspect of God. In all things, I am the same. My navigation system has to change. I have to be careful where I walk. I have to be careful where I go. I have to be careful where I minister. I never really understood it. I did to some degree, but I got full understanding yesterday when it says, do not cast your pearls to swine. Because everyone, isn't going to be in a place where they can receive or benefit from your work, from the words, from your spirit. And in those places, I don't have to travel. So if I have friends or boyfriends that are living in a place that the positive aspect of God is not resonating in their life, I'm not supposed to be there. I'm not supposed to sit there and serve. I'm not supposed to do that. But in a place where the brothers and the sisters are ready and willing to do the work, to be better, to be in perfect harmony with God, and to do all the wonderful, God-like natural things, I can dwell there. I can dwell there and be happy. And so it's not so me giving and serving and doing and me saying God told me to do it, it wasn't that God was telling me to do that. God would never have me sow a seed in concrete. He wouldn't do that. It wouldn't do that. She wouldn't do that. No gender. God would not make me sow a seed in concrete and then watch it and wait for it to grow. It's not going to grow. But God would have me sow into the soil and reap the benefits of an harvest. So the seed is the same. It's where you plant it. The power is the same. It's where you use it. God is the same, just where you travel. So my traveling had to change. My circle had to change. My environment had to change. Because I am the same no matter where I go. I am more fruitful. I am replenished in the place where God is existing and resonating on the frequency of happiness and joy and health. That's where I'm supposed to be. So when you're looking to hear or determine whether God is speaking or whether it's you speaking, it becomes very difficult. So we must know that it is always God speaking if we are in line with God, if we are, let this mind be in thee that's also in Christ Jesus, if we're there. Because there are some people who believe they can never get the mind of Christ. And that's okay. That's just not where I am. I do believe that I can have the mind of Christ. I do believe that when you see me, you see the Father. I do believe that that's my required walk on this earth. And so if that's my required walk on this earth, everywhere I am, you will see God. Every word I speak, you will hear God. And my navigation, where I go, is what's important for my personal development, my personal evolution, my God and myself evolution. That's how we navigate. That's how we determine who's speaking. God is always speaking. It's always God's voice. When you've made the choice, let this mind be in thee that's also in Christ Jesus. Now just follow, just watch where you navigate. Just watch who you're giving it to. Because the word never changes. You never change. God never changed. Same yesterday, today, the day before. So no matter where I am, I'm always hearing God. It's now my choice to see or be mindful of where I sit. Be mindful of where I go. Be mindful of who I give the word to. Be mindful of who I help. Because it only can give me back that which it has to give. So if I'm talking to someone who lacks the Spirit of God, who lacks the high frequency, I can't get a high frequency return. I can't harvest. I can't reap what I sow. So it's important for us to determine who we are first. Are you that person that says God lives on the outside of you, he doesn't live on the inside of you, then this is not even the video for you. But if you're that person that said God dwells inside of me, and I and my Father are one, and the thoughts that he thinks, so shall I think, then this is your video. You will be you no matter where you go. Just watch where you go. All right. That's my word for today. And I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys liked the video. If you didn't, let me know. Let's talk about it. You know, I am really up for talking about it. This is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. So I look forward to your comments. Peace.